Right here. This is nice. We're going to do something silent.
Sunday morning.
That should be interesting, isn't it? Sit here and look at each other.
The friendship, the loyalty, having each other's backs. And Caitriona, the way Molly and Ken had each other's backs. You know, Molly, she wasn't just like a submissive, suffering wife. Like, she gave as good as she got. She was strong. But you could see the bond. You could really, really see the genuine connection that they had. So how did you prepare for that? And how did you work that dynamic with Christian for that?
Yeah, I mean, they're true friends as well. I mean, this marriage is a strong one. They have great teamwork, and I think that's one of the key components of this film as well, is about teamwork. It was great. I got to meet the real Peter Miles, so did Christian, who is the most amazing man. He was very gracious with his time and very generous with his information about his mom and his dad and their relationship. But it was great. I mean, obviously working with Christian was such a dream, and we kind of found this great relationship very organically, and it was just really fun. It was nice to play someone who's, maybe she's in the background a little, but she's very much an important factor in everything that Ken went on to achieve.
In the blue with the white, you're the first.
Hi, my question is to Mr. Bale. I'm Alessandra Tomasi from F Magazine Italy. I would like to ask you something about what just Miss Balfe just said. She said that this movie is not only about a team race, but also a team on a human level, in a marriage, let's say. So I would like to ask you if you may share with us, in your opinion, what's the common ingredient or the ingredient for success, both in a human team as a couple and in a team race, in a group team relationship? What's the common ingredient?
Well, that's very much what the story's about, and it is Ken Miles trying to struggle with his purist idea of racing versus the total compromise and joke and disgust of crossing the line at the same time, being a team player in that manner. But he does it for his friend. He does it because he knows how much Shelby put on the line for him, and likewise, Molly put so much on the line. She was so enthusiastic and supportive of Ken. She would write articles in car magazines. She was very knowledgeable about it, and as Caitriona played so beautifully in that scene in the car, there's a confusion that he has of I don't get it, darling. Like, aren't you worried that I do a dangerous sport? Isn't that the thing that you're worried about? And it's not. Yes, that terrifies her, if you don't mind me guessing at what's going on. But it terrifies her. But she truly loves him, and he truly loves her. So what makes her mad most is that he's not being truthful. She wants him to say what are his real desires, what's really going on in his mind, no matter how much trouble that's going to cause. You've got to get it out there. And that's why they become such a dynamic, wonderful team who can't do without each other. He could not have done it without Molly at all.
What's your take with that, Caitriona?
Yeah, well, I think when you love somebody, you want them to be the best version of themselves. And I think that that's the real crux of this relationship between Molly and Ken. But it's also, the price that families have to pay when someone in the family does something extraordinary like this. There was a beautiful documentary on Ferrari in the 50s that I watched, and it was about all the young drivers who had died. I mean, I think there was 9 or 10 in that decade. And there was so many interviews they did with the wives and the girlfriends of that time, which I'd never really seen before. And it was such a moving and powerful thing to see that they all would do it again. They would still support those men because, that's what you need. You need somebody who supports you being the fullest version of yourself. Yeah, sure. And that's what's so beautiful about this relationship, is that Molly could see that Ken, he wouldn't be the person he is if he didn't have this passion. But that's it. She needs him to be honest with her.
Excellent. Thank you for that question. And thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much.
And
Thank you.
Ford versus Ferrari opens in North America on November 15th. Enjoy the rest of your Toronto International Film Festival. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, Scott.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great meeting. I see you. No, great job. John?